Hi. Race distance 25%? Fix that. Okay. If we want, yeah, if we want Weza and Dan to stay in here, then one shot quality is a must.
Yeah, so sorry, folks, for that inconvenience. We're just busy setting up again. What we're going to do is probably a one-shot qualification, and then we'll go on to the race. Obviously, we weren't expecting internet problems, and it seems as though, from what I gather, it's actually a network problem. So hopefully we don't have the same result now. And we will just go straight on to, because of the time delay at the moment, we'll go straight on to the qualification as a quick, let me see, everybody seems to be in. Let me just have a look. Having a look down the line at the moment, we've got 13 of 15 drivers at the moment. Hopefully everybody is going to be back in at the moment. We're missing 2 drivers. I'm not too sure what that is. There's one of them. Who else is missing? Jeremy, do they know it's going to be a one-shot quali?
I've been telling them, but half of them want a short quality at least. But if you want to keep Danny and Wazzy, Weza, you're not going to.
Do you want me to change it quickly?
I don't know. Get in the WhatsApp channel.
Okay, let me just change it to a short session then.
How long is a short session?
Hey?
15 minutes.
Yeah, about 15 minutes, yeah. About 15 minutes. So let me just change the host option. There we go. Short quali. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Ready up. There we go. So just a slight little changes. Sorry for the inconvenience, folks. Obviously, we were trying just to sort out the issues, but the whole network dropped and most of us were chucked out. So we are going to obviously put a short quali in. And I'm just, that's already up there as well. So here we go once again. So welcome back. Sorry for the inconvenience there. Obviously internet has a mind of its own as well, as you know, we do experience these little problems now and then. I'm just going back on board to see if we've now come back in, just to see what's going on. It looks as though it's giving me weekend. Don't tell me it's now going to put me in the driver's seat. It looks as though it is putting me in the driver's seat.
Let's quit.
Yeah, I'll just put myself in spectator mode. Here we go. Ha! It's put me in a Grand Prix car. Why? Now look at the weather.
No. It's completely changed. And the way going out.
So Savvy ZA is actually out of the race because he shouldn't have been in the race.
And you switch to spectator while you're there. And you do a quick menu and switch to spectator.
So Steph, you're breaking up quite badly, unfortunately. I don't know, I think we've got some internet issues this evening. And that's obviously playing big time. So it looks as though I unfortunately got into Wes's seat. So he's going to be taking part in an Alfa Romeo this evening. Because I was in the Ferrari. Same family, so it shouldn't be that bad. And obviously the cars are equalized. Oh my goodness. Lost it big time there, unfortunately. He's going to get that vehicle back on the track and hopefully around for repairs. But yeah, so just to let you know, guys, we have gone for a short quali. And hopefully that's going to sort of sort things out. Unfortunately, we have had a bit of internet problems this evening. It did actually say to me that the PlayStation network was down for some reason. I don't know why. But hopefully that's going to come back in a big way. And we're not going to have any more issues this evening. Staff, have you perhaps just put out an indication if it's back on the stream? Maybe we need
It is on the stream.
Yeah, okay, super. Thank you for that. I'm just a little bit worried to actually go into the stream in case it kicks us out again. So yeah, here we go. We are having a short quali round. 15 minutes is the set format this evening. I'm just quickly going up the log just to see here. Muna's in. Also to just have a quick overview of who is where and driving in which cars. Sometimes when we have these problems, obviously we have to just watch ourselves because people are swapped around. Dan is in the Alfa Romeo this evening, so they are setting up for the South African Academy Online Racing. So they've both gone for the Alfa Romeos this evening. Wazzy, he is in the Renault. Then Vino for real, he is in the Force India this evening. Dylan, he's in the Haas. And very nice time from him as well coming back there. Dan's just put on a 1 minute 42.453. Very nice 15 minutes of qualifying. All going to be done and dusted this evening. Vino for real just losing the back end of that car a little bit. And then on with the judge. He's been in the commentary box before with us. Fricky is who we're speaking about. That is the judge. And he seems to be doing quite nicely there as well. Pajama Llama, ZA in the Force India car this evening. Then, on an outward lap at the moment, Wesa. He is, and Nesmax was also, seems to have been disqualified. Very unusual for him. So he'll be starting right at the very back of this race this evening. So E. Boucher is in the Mercedes this evening. That's also, we're missing Ross, who started with us last week. I see he's not available this evening either. And then the Sim Racing guys, they're not in, not one of them this evening, which is a little bit disappointing. I was hoping that particular team would be driving this evening, but it seems a whole bunch of the guys were not able to make it. Very unusual situation for them.
Yeah, big sets a nice time, 1 minute 3.7. The order is pretty much the same. It's for this match is a bad one. Reza puts on a nice time of 144.3. Goes into 5th position.
So just punching back now, you can see that 142.435. Gav Pig, as you mentioned there, very nice time from him, a 143.722. Also, just behind his heels there is Wasi. Very nice, a 143.838. Then Vino for real, 144. Weza, 144. Motor DW, a 144. Pajama Lama, he's got a 145. Muna, 145. Marius, 145. Dylan, 146. And then a 146 from Boucher. Hugh Boucher, very nicely done from his side. And then we've got the judge. Still no qualification time as yet.
Technically, the Muna has gone on to soft tires. The rest is still super soft. We've got a 145 on the soft tires sitting in 8th position. And just getting it out of time, 142.284. Already in the accident, I think we should take this race. We'll get figures up to 143.7 is still the time. Williams in the third position, 143.8. Muna has now come out with soft, super soft. Decided to change tactics there. Wants to start front rather than mid. 4 seconds to go in this qualification section. Just system stuck in the pits. It's got no gearbox problems. Right, the minute calls is 5 minutes. Winner coming up to the start line. See what kind of a time we put up now with super softs. He should be the original time. He's getting 1:43.4 up into second position. So everybody's got a time set now on super softs. Tactics have gone completely out the window. And the judge finally fixed his car, and now on the outside. Three minutes ago in the qualification session.
So heads up, just 2 minutes and 20 odd seconds left in this qualification round. Currently sitting on pole position is Dan the Munna. Then it is Gav Pig, Vino for real, Wazzy, then Wesa, then Motor DW, Pajama Lama. He is in 8th position. 9th is Marius. Dylan is in 10th. Hugh Boucher is in 11th position, and currently in 12th is the judge himself. So we're going to watch it all happening. Nesmax did not qualify, so I'm hoping that he's going to come back in a big way, and we'll see how that goes. Everybody's just getting out of the qualifying. I, unfortunately, am in this race, so I've got to get out as quickly as possible. Don't know what the heck happened there, but obviously I'll just retire as we start. I might have to drive the vehicle off the track, I'm not too sure, but we'll see how that goes right from the back of the grid. I think in the formation lap I can actually just retire, so I will do that, and then at least we'll have a spot to get out in front and see who is driving where in this race here in Belgium. Oh, Dan goes once again, he goes a lot off 142.0. That is what we call that winner. Judge is Bobby Turner in second top lap. 145.
2 seconds faster than this time. That should be the quality. It is indeed.
So let's just take you through the qualification. It was a short quali based on the nonsense that we had a little bit early on. Dan takes a pole position this evening, and then it's the Munna, Gav Pig, Vino for real. Then it is Wazzy. It is also obviously Weza, and then Pajama Llama. And then DW down in 8th position. Never seen that before, to be honest. Don't know if he's having some issues. But then we have Marius, Dylan, Boucher. Then we have the Judge Man. And just underneath him, Captain Ice. So we are about to start the Belgium Grand Prix. And let me just let you know what is happening at the moment. I'm going to be in this race, but I'm going to actually just get out as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, during the restart, I didn't select spectator, so unfortunate for that. So let me just take care of that. I'm just going to... Oh, I can't quit at this point in time. It looks as though I have a bit of a problem on my hands. So, Steph, I'm going to have to start the race.
Crash into a wall.
And crash into the wall is the comment that I've just had. Maybe this will allow me to do so. No, it doesn't. So it looks as though I'm going to be starting at the back of this race. Formation lap was on. So, bearing in mind, a little bit concerned at the moment.
And off we go to the formation lap.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the...
Then we can say, I can only go to main menu.
See if we can invite up the party again.
No rain expected for the time being.
So no rain expected for the today's race. So
How did you get that right?
I don't know. Hilarious, guys. Hilarious. Let me see if I can... I still can't quit to the main menu. Hilarious stuff going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Hilarious.
Send Captain invite. You send Captain Ice an invite, please.
He can join on us, can't he?
He's tried. You can use reserve invite. It didn't work. You can still invite him. I can't.
Okay, I'll try and invite him. I can't actually at this point in time. It's an absolute palaver today. I can't. There we go. Invite friends. Thank you.
No, not there. In the game.
That's what I'm doing. This is from the game.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at the game.
Where can I get him? Everybody. There we go. I think he's too late, to be honest.
Okay. Oh my word, the judge has a jump start, so he's going to drive through penalty right from the start. The Miller takes an early lead, and Dan will take it quite quickly.
Yeah. There we go, I'm out.
That looked bad.
Dan back in front.
You're all right.
No, at least I can get back in.
Well.
So on with Dan at the moment. Sorry about that. What an absolute palaver it's been this evening. And it looks as though Munna's just been shoved a little bit by his own teammate, but it seems as though he's continued. So this is lap 1 of 22 laps here at Belgium. Obviously a very quick course this is. Lots of room to maneuver, lots of overtake opportunities right here this evening. And I can tell you now, Dan out in front in the Alfa Romeo. Car number 71. And I can tell you now it's going to be a really exciting event, especially with the Munna coming up on his back end. We've also got Gav Pig, who's not too far away from him either at the moment. And we'll give you as much as we can, just having a look. Gav Pig's out of the race. Can you believe it? Unbelievable at the moment. So Gav Pig out of this race at the moment. Weza, I can't believe he is also out of this race. I hope it was...
Set the forward time at 150.3.
Yeah, so the first time, fastest time has been set, as you mentioned there, by Dan at the moment. Really nice stuff from him. I'm just going to put that on. Let's take the rest of it away. So it is Dan at the moment. The Munna really hot on his tail at the moment. And I'm sure he's going to be going through the first sector. He was about a 1 second faster than his previous lap. Obviously because it was the opening lap. But you will see now the guys. We have the two Force India drivers right behind him now, going on. That's Vino for real, as well as, there we go. It looks as though Wazzy has come up a position, taken over, it looks like Pajama Lama. So he's done exceptionally well, pushed his way through. Is he going to take over the next driver? Well, let's go on board with him at the moment. As you can see, Vino for real just out in front at the moment. So is he going to come back in a big way and see if he can overtake at this point in time? 5 seconds faster on this lap. So he's definitely through sector 3, onto sector 3 should I say now. And let's see how he does through the last sector of this Grand Prix circuit. So a lot quicker coming into here. It looks like Vino for real is actually catching the Munna, and what a great shot this is of these drivers. Dan's just put in a 1 minute 46 now, so he's speeding up quite quickly, obviously with the load, and you can see how close these guys are. Vino for real as well as the Munna, all just ahead of Wazzy, and we're on board with Wazzy at the moment just to see how he's doing. And it looks as though he's going to come under DRS. I don't think it's activated at the moment, but we'll definitely keep an eye on what's happening there. Just bringing it back in. 4th position at the moment. The Munna being challenged heavily by Vino for real. The Munna now, Vino for real having to back off. The Munna obviously just making sure that he's taking care of that. And then all of a sudden Wazzy really tucked in between Vino for real and now is directly behind the Munna. Great driving just been shown. Jeremy, just say that again. Sorry, missed you on that one.
So it's a great opportunity there by Wazzy. Watching the battle from behind, and as soon as he's like stunned,
Oh, it looks as though there's a big mistake by the Munna. The Munna's just gone creaming into the wall. Manages to hold that position in fourth now, but dropping back quite severely. I think that is due to damage. But coming back, let's just see. Oh, it looks as though again. It looks as though some heavy racing going on at the moment. Car slowed down dramatically. And now his teammate has just passed him. Some severe damage to that car. You can see how bad it is. He's going into the pits right now to see if they can fix that up. And I can tell you what, very, very strange happenings there. Nesmax in 5th position at the moment. So let's have a look. What's happening with Nesmax 7? Is he going to come back in a big way? I think a lot of hopes are on this gentleman this evening to come back and win this race. And I tell you what, starting from the back of the grid, he's come a long, long way at the moment.
Danny on the race, got a clean track, and he's just pulling away. He's got a gap of 9 seconds already. The race is on 3rd. We live real with Jama, Lama, and Nesmax. All parts up out there on each other.
As you can see, we're on board with Nesmax here. He's in 5th place, and we're getting a very good overview of exactly who is where. And I tell you what, it looks as though he's really seeking 4th position at the moment to see if he can come past Vino for real, as well as Pajama Lama. They are very aware that Nesmax is behind them.
It's very nice. Really driving with a hand in. He's doing very well this time. DRS is actually better, but doesn't make it system. This may be in this race is like 10 laps or so. Meantime, RW is catching his bunch as well. We're only there for 3 seconds. You can see them in front of him on the track. Another DRS activation, but the next. And he's past Padama. He's now tracking, he cannot. Padama breaks very late as well and keeps his position. Nesmax maintaining the gap of half second. If real pulling away a bit from Padama Lam because of the battle with Nesmax. And MotoEW is fast catching his brand for 4th position, only 2.8 seconds behind now. This makes another opportunity to try and pass Pajama. There's quick defensive driving here. Being met by. Nesmax is buying this time, waiting for the mistake. And for the next DRS zone. Up on the inside. Oh, that's great driving. He's taken him. Has indeed taken him and they've got into the 4th position. Nesmax doing all this on the soft, by the way. When you went to the 5th stop.
Nesmax obviously moved up to 4th place. DW, let's go down to him in 6th at the moment. Obviously looking to come back in a big way. He's a double championship holder here at the South African Academy Online Racing. So let's see where he's going to end up this evening. Obviously this season, no driving lines. Really difficult for these drivers. So Most of them have already pushed off the line some time ago, so it is quite interesting. Marius hasn't driven Formula One since 2014, and I tell you what a rookie season he's having, coming back in a big way as well in the Haas, and that is for SAAOLR, the team SAAOLR. So nicely done. Munna down in 9th place at the moment. So let's go back to Munna. Munna having some difficulties. Obviously was up in 3rd place. Was up in 3rd place, now down. So just having a look there of who is where. And here is the Williams driver, currently taking it a little bit easy at the moment. Let's go back to Dylan in the other Haas at the moment, having a drive of...
Dylan has crashed off the circuit. He's dropped into 6th position now, but every 6 seconds gone past him. Doesn't look like there's any damage.
So let's push back up quickly. Let's go and have a look coming through. You can see closely followed by Nesmax. So here we go. There is our current race leader on lap number 7, and now 14 seconds ahead. Very quick is Dan.
And
spotting.
Second stop. Done damage.
Pushing it back. Here we come through. There's Motor DW just behind Pajama Llama. There it is. He's in 5th place. Vino for real down in 6th at the moment. Is there going to be some more changes to that top 6 at the moment? A little bit wide was Vino for real, which has given the Mercedes-Benz driver some hope in Mr. Boucher at the moment. Here he comes. Is he going to take that opportunity on? He looks as though, and let's go quickly on board just with Vino for real at the moment. Let's go back just one place to where you can see Mr. Boucher looking for that opportunity. So you is there pretty close and wanting that 6th position.
I can't see any damage on the car. Those people must be struggling.
Pitting at the moment.
Ah.
Drivers pitting at the moment. Dan in and out, it looks like it. Was he in and out as well? So tires changed. Now the strategy comes alive.
When this next tires are soft, he'll be moving to super soft, so he'll be much faster in the second half. What? He put on mediums. Interesting choice there.
So going out of the car at the moment, we're on board with Wazzy. He's in 5th position at the moment. He's got obviously an idea that he's putting into place, and I just want to confirm if those are actually the tires, because as you know, sometimes we have well, it definitely is mediums. He's put on mediums to finish off this race. He's going to go all the way to finishing off this race on those mediums. I can tell you that right now. If we go to softs with Nesmax, Dan is also on softs at the moment. 8 laps done of this 22 lap race. Coming through sector 3 is Dan at the moment. Is he going to put on a better time in sector 3? Let's have a look. No, he won't, not this round, because he had the pit stop. So let's see if he can maintain some of those flying, well, I would like to say the Flying Dutchman because he is from the Netherlands. So let's have a look.
The SAAOLR moves up into third position.
So he's moved up to third.
Going to give a quick switch to soft. Which puts Wazzy back up in third position with the medium tires.
So on board with Wazzy at the moment. He's just coming past start and finish, past the pit lane, up through the long sweeping bends up the hill comes a Wazzy.
Everyone's had one stop at least, except for the Max, sitting in second position. He's on 8 on the soft tires. Let's see how long the softs will last.
Jeremy, I don't know if you want to try and get Captain Ice in the commentary box. Maybe he'll join us. Because I do see he is 15th place on the... But I doubt that he's actually in this race.
No, he's not. He's busy playing. No, you can't even select his car, so it's one of those situations where you disconnect or end of quality. You can't get back in.
So, there we go. Nesmax in second position. Dan just puts on a heated lap in the softs at the moment.
At a full 2 seconds faster than everybody else. 146.3, the next fastest is 148.3, so that's a full 2 seconds. Oh, sorry, I said DW and a 147.5. This match is a full 22 seconds ahead of Wazzy, and it's on the faster tire. Dylan, welcome.
Hello.
Happened to your race?
Fricky was stranded in the middle of the road, turn 12. I tried to go around him and lost control, put it in the wall.
Hey. They were back on you, I don't know what happened to it.
So back with you right now, having a look at Motor DW, still in 4th position. Unfortunately, Dylan's out of the race, and he was doing quite nicely in 11th spot, so unfortunately he's out. I think he's just joined us in the commentary box, and I think it was due to the fact that Fricky was sitting in the middle of the road.
So you got it spot on. Obviously you're going into turn 12, gearing down into 6 flat out, and the next thing there's a car there, so I straightened out to try and go around, and unfortunately there's no traction off the track.
Oh my goodness, you do not sound well at all, but thank you for joining us this evening. Hopefully you're on the road to recovery there, Dylan.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I am feeling better, but it's going to be another week of well-deserved rest, I suppose, and hopefully it'll all sort itself out. Bronchial pneumonia is what they called it.
My goodness.
Oh, it's nasty.
So was he in third place at the moment? 14 seconds behind Dan. So there's a bit of catching up to do, and even looking at Nesmax at the moment, he's 10 seconds behind our leader. So, wow, what a race Dan is having this evening. There we're on board now with Nesmax. Little way to go.
He was 22 seconds behind, he's now only 14, so that gap on the mediums. Because on 11 laps now on top.
So I think he's gambling that obviously Dan is going to have a tire change, and I mean this is all about strategy as well. So lap number 12 looks as though a lot of the individuals have gone for the softs compound, and the Munna he's basically in 8th place. So we're going to see now if that strategy works out, as well as Wazzy, because he's also on mediums, lap number 4. Nesmax is on lap number 11 on those softs. So this is an interesting one that we're going to see playing down. And really, what a race this is going to be. If now you can see Wazzy's going to come up, I'm sure that the Munna is going to come up as well. Munna having a fantastic start, but then obviously down to 3rd position. It looks as though that Marius is in the pits at the moment. Yep, he's in the pits. He looks as though he's putting on softs as well. So he comes out of the pits, and that is Dylan's teammate at the moment. He's coming out of the pits at the moment. No infringements there, so that's great news for him. He's going to climb up this hill in Belgium to get on top. He's 33 seconds behind the leader at the moment, but I'm sure that's going to be going down, and we'll see how he's doing. And there we go, Nesmax now into the pits. Thanks very much. Let's see if it's a quick one, and I can tell you now, oh, he's gone. It looks as though he's gone with the super softs.
Yeah, he thought the softs. I mean, he didn't qualify.
So his strategy is super softs. He's gone on super softs now. Is he going to maintain here? Yeah, he's going to maintain. He's in 3rd position at the moment. So here we go. Dan's on 5 laps. The Wazzy's on 5 laps. So now we're going to see what's going to happen, because I can assure you that Nesmax is not going to bow down. He's going to want to get up to that top position there in a big way. And if I look there, it looks as though it is Motor DW. Motor DW is on softs at the moment.
Yep. It's going to be a great. Nesmax only 4 seconds behind Wazzy, and the tire differential, mediums versus super soft, and she'll be kicking back fast. He's only got 9 laps in.
So support coming through for Nesmax at the moment. And I can tell you now, he's getting quite a bit of support on the stream. So let's see how he's going to be playing this one out. He's really battling and fighting to get himself into that top position this evening. A bit of hard braking comes through start and finish now. Let's see what sort of time he's going to be putting on with those super softs.
Down to 3.7 second gap. He's catching Wazzy. 3.6 seconds. Catching very quickly.
So the compounds are making a huge difference.
3.5. 8.3, he's getting in very quickly.
So Pajama Llama, look into where he's going to be. He's in the Force India at the moment. Car number 66. So formerly known as Pete. So he seems to be coming back. Vino for real. He's in a comfortable sixth position. Oh, a bit of swaying there by Pajama Llama. He was all bent out of shape, but seems to have pulled it back now.
Nesmax gap down to 2.5 seconds.
So here we go, Nesmax. Now, let's go back up to him. He's catching now. So his times are... There he comes through start and finish. Let's go back on board with him at the moment. Wading down.
Muna's also doing quite well. Watching Archer at 7th position and 1.1 seconds behind. Oh. Muna doing some donuts around the corner there. Manages to keep it out on the road. 1.4 seconds behind Ibarcha now. This next gap is now 1.8 seconds. You're seeing the one in front of you on the track now. You definitely want to track right in front of you.
So as you can see at the moment, Nesmax has now caught right up to Wazzy, and we're going to stay on board with him just to see where he's going to be ending up, because he's really pushing that car to the limits in the Red Bull this evening.
Muna is challenging Ibarchi in 7th with 0.3 seconds behind him. He should be passing him any second now. 6 laps to go in this race.
So Weza streaming up the hill now, and Nesmax just behind him. Is he able to now take that position away? Is he able to meet that second position? Is he going to be doing the right? Has he got the right strategy? Is it all about keeping ahead of Wazzy? If at all he's going to overtake, and this is going to be quite something to see at this point in time. You can see a little bit hard braking on there, really making sure he's touching the curves but keeping it as close as possible to see if he can catch Wazzy at the moment.
Gap of less than seconds, so DRS is in play now.
So DRS is definitely going to play a factor on Wazzy, and I can tell you now, he knows that Nesmax is right behind him, and this is exciting stuff to watch. I can tell you now, here we go. Let's see. There is the distance away from each other. They actually are when we're out of the cars. You can see them going through at the moment. And is it going to be on this lap or the next that we're going to see that attack from Nesmax? There we go. Through start and finish.
It's on.
So we're going to see that DRS system coming into play. Let's go back on board with him now, because this is where we can see if he's going to have that ability to get past Wazzy, and it's going to be here. Keeping it nice and tight. Here comes the DRS. The DRS is activated. Catching him with some zeal. Looks to go left, now right. Wazzy is very aware that he's on his heels. Here he comes in the inside. It's really tight. There we go. Looking for it. It looks as though fantastic driving, as Jeremy has just told you as well. They are really pumping it away. There you go. Nesmax goes into second place of this GP and pulling away with some vengeance at the moment.
Mona just taken voucher as well. 7th, looking at the DRS down the straight. Whoa, Voucher challenging him as well. Mona successfully rated this one.
Going back down to that, the Muna. Nicely spotted, but the Muna seems to be pulling away with ease.
Yeah. Just to go out past him, 11-4.
The Muna now pulling away with some distance back up to Wazzy at the moment. He's got the durability because he's got the mediums on, but this obviously then compounds because it's going to make him slower than Nesmax. Nesmax has the super softs on. Let me tell you something. Dan has done 10 laps on those softs at the moment. So they will be playing havoc with him in the near future if he doesn't go and sort those out. And I think that is what Nesmax is hoping he's going to be doing. He's hoping that he's going to be going in, because then he'll spring on the opportunity, most likely to go in as well. But then it's all about what tires they're going to be putting in. Because if they put on the incorrect tires, that's obviously going to play.
Nesmax doing 147s and Wazzy doing 148s. Not sure what Dan's doing right now. Dan's just at a 147.6.
So on board with Nesmax at the moment. Way behind when it comes to the intervals there.
So Nesmax was stepping second place for Dan. On his last lap time. But the gap's too big. I don't think it's protection.
So I've just put gap to leader now on the screen, and you can see there plus 29 seconds. Now this would be interesting if Nesmax can actually push that down somewhat, because it takes about 21 seconds to get into the pit lane and to change the tires.
Sure, you could nurse it to the end.
So on with our leader now, 19 of 22 laps. Is he going all the way to the end? Here we're down with the judge, 013. Bit of heavy braking. He's done 10 laps on that. Marius in the Haas, still in this race. In the points, by the way, of definitely 6 laps on these softs. 1 lap behind, but that doesn't matter because he's in 9th position. That means they are getting points this evening. Hugh Boucher also driving for the SAAOLR team. They have 8th position, so that's also in the points this evening. the Munna
Dan,
on board with him at the moment.
147.7.
Say again there, Jeremy.
Dan is just under 147.7, so he's putting out all the stops here. He's not going to change tires, I don't think.
Yeah, I think he's going to go all the way.
Let's match to the 147.6 this lap. The gap is not coming down.
So Nesmax is in second position, and that time to the leader has now increased. It's now 30 seconds behind. Doing nicely on these softs. Lap number 20, 2 laps to go.
Then with a 145.8, can you handle it? The 21st lap, and has the 40th lap, and all tires. Guys, I'm sorry.
So Dan really doing nicely there, pushing those tires. 13 laps on these softs, and he goes and puts in the quickest lap as well. Very nice from him. Our Flying Dutchman doing exceptionally well here on this track this evening. On with the leader, 21 laps done. We're sticking with him at the moment, but let's just go back to this gentleman. Nesmax started from the back of the grid. He's now in. Now, just to give you an understanding of what I'm talking about, what has actually been the overall stops. There we go. 1 stop, a 2 stop from Munna. Obviously, he had that incident right in the beginning, changing in positions. Now there, that tells you the story this evening. Nesmax up 13 places this evening. That is fantastic driving from him to come from absolutely bone last down to, well, should I say, up 13 places. That's fantastic. Vino.
Things remain as it is now. That makes will have lost a lot of place on the championship leaderboard. He'll only be 2 points ahead of Dan at the end of this race.
There you guys have heard it first. Nesmax will be 2 points ahead.
2 points ahead, yes. Start off.
So he will be on top if he takes this. That means he will be leading this championship. Is that rain I see?
It's not.
It does look to me as though there's rain on this side of the track.
Last lap, so it shouldn't bother them.
Last lap it is. Let's just go on board. Yes, it is definitely rain. So this now comes at the moment where they need to be careful. But I'm telling you now, Dan is going to take that checkered flag and he takes the checkered flag now and wins this Grand Prix. And here comes Nesmax. He's going to take second position. The biggest downward movement was done by the Munna this evening, who lost 5 places due to an unfortunate error. But here we go. Nesmax up 13 places. What a drive he's had this evening. Congratulations to him. He's done exceptionally well. Well done. And then this gentleman just behind him comes in, and that's Wazzy, who went up 2 places. Here comes now Motor DW. Fantastic drive from him. Ends up in 4th position. Up 4 positions. And then just behind him is Pajama Llama. And he comes up 2 positions from where he was as well. So nice drive from him. Vino for real also over the checkered flag. He went down, unfortunately, 2 positions. And here comes the Munna. 5 positions down due to an unfortunate incident. And I can tell you now, he comes in that position where he takes now 7th place. Then we have the Boucher man himself. He's coming in. Hugh is positioned himself in 8th position this evening. There we go. All done and dusted. Big thumbs up to all that drove this evening. Donkey Omar from Nesmax. Hungry the Wolf, well done. Nesmax says, what a race. And then obviously thanks Buteman. So lots and lots to be said this evening's racing.
I forgot about the fastest lap point. Dan will also get that, which makes him only 1 point behind Nesmax at the end of this race.
So 1 point behind Nesmax. Dan, well driven. You can see him there taking the trophy. A great drive from him. Fantastic stuff. It's been an awesome evening. Sorry for the inconvenience of all the disconnects and what was going on there. Thank you very much for joining us. It was an absolute pleasure from myself and from staff to bring you this presentation this evening on the South African Academy Online Racing. South African Academy Online Racing. We just appreciate all the support that you guys give us. And we'll see you next Sunday. Same time, same place. Goodbye from myself, Derek. And just to leave it up to Jeremy to say goodbye as well.
Cheers, people. Thank you very much.